Season premieres usually feel like a reset, a pause, a moment to ease back in. This episode doesn't really do that. It doesn't restart the story, it doesn't raise the stakes, it doesn't announce a new direction. Instead, it quietly shows us where everything already stands, and that's what makes this episode 1 important. At the start of this episode, the journey simply continues. Frieren, Fern, and Stark are traveling north again. They talk about work, money, they talk about what they might do next, not as a plan, but more as something under consideration. The episode isn't trying to set up a mission yet, it's re-establishing the rhythm of this group. Within that calm, it places one small moment that tells us a lot about how things now work. In episode 1, Stark is offered another path. Weirble invites him to join a different party. It's a genuine offer, not a joke, not a test. What matters is how the episode treats Stark's response. He answers quickly. He says he's with Frieren and Fern. There is no hesitation, no inner conflict shown on screen, no dramatic framing to sell the weight of the decision. The episode doesn't treat this as a crossroads, it treats it as confirmation. Stark isn't choosing in that moment, he's starting where he already belongs. The lack of emphasis is deliberate. His place in the group is stable enough that it doesn't need to be proven. The same stability is reinforced in the cave scene. When the group faces danger, Frieren tells Stark something very specific. If he wants to run, they'll run with him. This line is easy to misunderstand if you rush past it. It isn't encouragement, it isn't reassurance, and it isn't a test of courage. It's trust. Frieren makes it clear that a retreat is an acceptable decision, that fear doesn't disqualify Stark from standing at the front of the party. She removes pressure instead of adding it. Because of that, Stark stays where he is. Not because he's forced to be brave, but because he's comfortable being trusted. His position as the frontman isn't declared, it's quietly affirmed through action. That cave moment is followed by a flashback. We see Eisen from the past, admitting that he was afraid, that he wanted to run away when he was in his village back then. And we see how Himmel's party responded, or I should say Himmel. He didn't correct him, he didn't push him, he accepted him. And Frieren doesn't explain this connection out loud, she doesn't reflect on it verbally, but the parallel from the flashbacks is clear. She's offering Stark the same kind of trust she once saw given to Eisen. From a human perspective, this feels like nostalgia, but from an elf, from Frieren's perspective, it's something else. Humans experience patterns across years, and Frieren experiences them across lifetimes. So this isn't her remembering the past, it's her continuing it. This episode avoids turning any of this into a big moment. Stark's belonging isn't framed as growth, Frieren's trust isn't framed as wisdom, the group's unity isn't framed as an achievement. There is also no clear long-term goal introduced. They discuss work, money, but apart from that, I guess nothing is really locked in. The episode refuses urgency, and that restraint matters. By not pushing the story forward, it shows us that the foundation is already solid. So, in conclusion, without much surprise, the episode 1 doesn't change the direction of the story, it tells us where everyone stands. Stark belongs here in the party, Frieren trusts without pressure, like Himmel did in their Himmel party days, and the journey continues at its own pace. Nothing is reset, the story simply settles back into itself, and I think that's great. So, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully, I'll see you soon for another episode breakdown. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you later.